During that time, we've traveled all across the country to take that fight to some of the biggest insurance carriers and corporations in the world. That kind of dedication is what's needed to get every dollar you deserve. If you've been injured in a motor vehicle collision caused by someone else's fault, call Bates & Sloan right now and let us fight for you. The first consultation is free, and the attorney you see that first day will be the same attorney you see from the beginning of your case to the end. That's our promise to you.
Welcome back, sports fans, and as we have been all day long, we are at the Bluegrass Motorsports event here in Hazard, Kentucky. Technically, Chavis, Kentucky.
That's right.
Chavis, Hazard, potato.
That's right.
It's the first one, and guys, it's been a good one.
Pretty good, yeah.
Of course, being joined, I take it for granted everybody knows them, but perhaps you don't. Steve Stallings and Joseph Russ. And Joseph, what do you think about our first event here?
I'm very happy. The people of Perry County are great. It's been great to work with the judge of Perry County Fiscal Court and, of course, the people of the city of Hazard. They've been so helpful and really helped put this together. Of course, Steve connected me with them and helped make this connection and, be a big part of making this whole show happen.
Steve has an act for being able to pull off things in places that I didn't think would be possible, a la the race day. We'll talk more about that in a minute. But how important it is to you, brother, to bring stuff like this to our home people?
Well, I think it's really good. The way I promoted, after going on the radio a couple of days ago is, we need things around here, right? We got to bring people in, bring our people together. And just me seeing all the people that I've raced with over the last 25, 30 years in here walking around, the conversations, it's priceless. So, be able to have here and have something for our people, I think it's a win-win.
For those that might have missed it, tell them what they missed out on.
So, this show has been great. We've had over 30 vendors here. We've got vendors represented all the way. We've got an asphalt track here from Pennsylvania in Lake Erie Speedway. We've got JC's Race Parts, which if they don't have it, you probably don't need it for your race car.
I couldn't get over the stuff he had. I went over and interviewed him, and he said, actually, my inventory is low.
Right.
He has a supermarket over there.
Yeah, whole store here for just 2 days. So, and then we've got things like the simulator, which has been very popular, balloon animals and face painting for the kids. So it's everything racing for the whole family, jewelry. There's something here for everybody. Of course, the racer is the focus with the different parts and things, services that we have here, the tracks, things like that, as well as a swap meet. But there's something for everybody and some really good food, too.
Oh, my. I had a pulled pork sandwich that was unreal. Save-A-Lot, of course, so involved in Eastern Kentucky. You don't have to go far to find one.
Right.
And they employ the local people and provide a product to us that's second to none. And I know you're mighty proud of all the hard work and the many people that represent you guys under that umbrella.
Absolutely. Yeah, I've got, I'll try to get one in every town over here in Eastern Kentucky, and I've got an awesome staff in every location. And so, we're blessed to be able to cater to our communities. And fortunate to have such great employees here in Eastern Kentucky.
In Knox County, of course, that's my stomping ground. It is the only grocery. And so we are very, very, very grateful to have you guys. And again, a couple of kids from our church work there. One of the managers I've watched grow up. And so it's hometown, man, for us over in anything I can. I try to put hometown sports in.
Yeah, good job.
Save-A-Lot means so much to us over there.
And that's what we want is you've got all these big boxes, these big stores, and we're hometown.
Sure.
Just like this, we want to be part of the community. Anything, I've got 1,000 emails waiting on me, right? But I want to be part of the community, and that's the way we are in every town. We're trying to support our communities, anything we can do to help our local schools or sports, anything to be involved. That's what we want to do.
And then you guys have teamed up on several events. This is not the first time. You're not just now meeting each other for the first time. And I know it's been a good partnership for your racing series and Save-A-Lot together.
Yeah, absolutely. We've worked together the past couple seasons and done a lot of good things with drivers going to visit Save-A-Lot and the other other stores under the Houchins Food Group banner as well. Just the partnership has been great, and that's kind of what we're here for today, Jamie.
2026 season, getting ready to get started off, guys. Talk a little bit about the upcoming year.
Yeah, we're really excited about the upcoming season. So we've kind of broke it here at the show. Now we can break it live on Facebook that we partnered with Save-A-Lot, Houchins Food Group, to title sponsor the series for the 2026 season. And it's been such a great partnership for us. We were able to get our drivers out and get them involved with people in the local community when they go out to these stores and things, and just be a part of the community as well. So we're really excited about this partnership. Save a Lot is all about saving the average customer money, and you kind of like you threw hometown into everything, Jamie. We're all about saving the racer money, and it just kind of partners up into a really good thing, and they can save money now getting their snacks on the way to the racetrack by stopping at Save a Lot.
Many are missing out because they don't realize the loyalty and the popularity of dirt track racing.
Absolutely.
You know firsthand and have known for years, and obviously are proving your faith in it. Why do this? I think I know the answers, but you tell me why.
Well, just that, just like I said, is seeing guys that come up to me and said, "You remember me?" And we banged doors 20 years ago, right? And just building that relationship and getting my employees knowing that, I've got some people here that's closer than a lot of my family, right? Because I've been around them over racing over the years. Yeah, I spend a lot more time with them, right? In the garage, at the track, and somebody said it best a while ago. You might go to the track, get your feelings hurt, you get over to the next day, right? Just have that bond, and so I think it makes it special because I know how special racing is and can be to everybody. So just to be able to bring that into my stores, and just like Joe said, breaking the monotony of the grocery business. If you can get a race car to come sit in a parking lot, we had this Crown Vic down at one of the stores yesterday, and they just went crazy over it. Yeah, just something going on, something different. And there's a lot of people that I've got people works with me that have never been around a race, and so when they can see these cars up close and personal, hopefully we'll get them out to our tracks and support our local tracks.
And not just because he's sitting here. Nobody does a better job marketing what he's doing than this guy. He's always been ahead of the game, and to have your banner or name on his banner will serve well there too. And you got to do it, right, pal?
That's right. We got to treat them right. We got to treat them good. So. We've worked, like I said, with Steve the past 2 years and Save a Lot. And, that's another thing that really excites me is because, having Save a Lot, Houchins involved, it's somebody new in racing. You see, and we're thankful for all the great companies that support all of racing. But having somebody new and people that maybe haven't been involved in the sport in the past, this opportunity is just huge to open a lot of people's eyes to things and let them see what all that it offers. So we're really excited to have somebody new in the sport to be our title sponsor and be a part of this.
I did not know we were going to get to break the news, but I'll take it anytime I get to have an opportunity to break news. But while I've got both of you here, race day coming up. I've already cut a couple of commercials that we're airing next week. It's one of my favorite days of the year, and I know it is for you guys too.
Absolutely. 31st annual. And I'm only 28 and a half, I think, now. So I don't know how it's happened.
I've still not figured that math out.
Third,
He swears it's different math.
Yeah. But the 31st annual, and I was just over there. I'm so compassionate about it. I was telling the story over there. I've told it for the last 2 days. And Joe had me a part of his show. He's had it in Beckley and had it in Summersville. And it's one of my guys, he's went to both areas with me. And he said, man, there's a lot of people know about it here. I said, well, so I'm it's so blessed to be supported by all of our communities, all of our surrounding people coming in, and just pride on, at the end of the event, they can see wherever every penny we raise goes. Yeah.
Helping families in need, helping kids, helping hospice, Bluegrass Center. I mean, how much better can it be?
Yeah, absolutely.
We know what all of those mean to us, and I would imagine we'll see you guys in some way be represented there too.
Absolutely. This event's huge for us this year, especially starting this partnership. We're going to race at 191 that night, so it's going to be our season opener, tied right there with race day as we feel it should be. And we're even calling the event race day to kind of build it together. And all of our racers that attend and participate with Steve are going to get $50 off their entry fee that night to help. And that's our goal, is to just be there, be a part of something that's already great, that's got 31 years in, and we want to help just make it that much bigger this year.
Again, guys, for those of you that don't know, there'll be a live auction. We'll get started at 12 o'clock, run from 12 to 4 or 5, somewhere in that neighborhood. Top-notch concessions, 30, 40, 50, 60, I have no idea, but there'll be a ton of nice cars you can come get your picture with, meet the drivers, get stickers and autographs. And last year, unannounced gentleman with the Dukes of Hazzard showed up. You never know what we're going to get, and it is an election year, by the way. We'll have a huge crowd.
Absolutely. So here's another big breaking thing. If you've never seen it, first time ever in Eastern Kentucky, and I only know of one other time in Kentucky, and I've been working on this for 5 years. I had the Oscar Mayer Wintermobile for the last 3, okay, and they changed their rules. They couldn't be at a school last year, so that's a different story for a different day. but I finally got the big Idaho truck coming.
How cool is that?
They're traveling. It's Easter weekend, right? Warrant that. So we're going to have a great time on Saturday. Everybody be blessed with your families on Sunday. Go to church, right? But the Idaho truck is coming all the way from Idaho to be a part of race day. So if you don't know what it is, you think I'm crazy, Google it. The big Idaho truck. So I've not told anybody. A few of my guys know about it. So it's going to be a big, big deal. Something different. And again, it's free event. Don't charge any entry fee for the vehicles. Don't charge any admission. You come free because we want all your money in the auction. And go to the Facebook page. We got 31st Annual Save a Lot Race Day. And every time anything is donated, anybody wants to be a part of it, we put it on the page. And just all I ask is go to the page, like it, love it, share it, and get the word out. We've already got 70-inch TVs. We got 60-inch TVs. We got
no tickets this year. There won't be any tickets. I'm going to bid on me. No.
That's right. We already got Bristol tickets on the way. And Jamie went, right?
I did and had a ball, but don't buy those. I want you to come bid against me. It's a fun time.
Absolutely. And I've already put it out there. It is election year, as you said. So anybody that's running for office, $150, cheaper than a sign.
Sure.
Gives you a spot, 10 by 10, you pop your 10 up, you give out your cards, plead your case, be a part of the auction. So the $150 that's split in half goes to each recipient.
Yeah.
And this year our recipients, one is Mr. Axel Combs. You can go to Facebook, Angels for Axel.
Yeah.
His father's from Knott County.
With the football, we've helped raise some money there already, but it's a remarkable story.
You go to Facebook and learn their story, and I talked to Bailey, the father, and he said, I've been to race day, and so being able to give back. And the other one is Kenny Williams. He was an employee for me for over 20 years. Went in and had a knee replacement, got a really bad infection, almost lost his life. He's not worked since last July. So two really good recipients, and again, 100% of every bit of the money we raise split down the middle, and they take it home with them.
Guys, it is the coolest thing too to watch that happen. At the end of the night, on the table, 2 spots, the money's divided, and the families get it then. Nothing's kept, nothing's used, it's 100% given back to those 2 families who need the help with medical bills, transportation. Oftentimes insurance will pay for the procedure, but they ain't gonna pay for you to be off work for weeks, or they're not gonna pay for the trips to Florida that Axel's had to go down there and get treatment. So we're excited about it for a reason. And then also we're already collecting non-perishable good for the Bluegrass Hospice Center, and that's near and dear, again, one more time to our hearts.
Absolutely. If you've never been to the facility, feel blessed, but they're the most special people work there. I was there 14 days with my mother, and to be able to go in that kitchen and get a bottle of water or snack, means a lot. Don't have to leave. Stay right there. Yeah. And they're those folks are amazing. And also, it's at both the Hazard stores. It started on February the 1st, and I saw my guys took a load this week to hospice, and it's used at the facility, and they also take it out to the home patients. So,
He said load. There's already loads of stuff because of you guys.
It's because of our customers. Right. Yeah, it's our customers. My employees, I push them every day. I ask every customer.
Yeah.
All I can do is say no. It's a $5 donation, and that $5 is 100% supplies going to hospice. We deliver it, and these folks at hospice, I don't care if it's raining, it's snowing, it's sunny, it's windy. You call them, say we're on our way, and there's 10 or 15 women, 3 or 4 guys, whoever's working that day. They empty the offices. They're down there. They're helping unload the product.
And then back to the big announcement, the American All-Star Series will be Save a lot. You help me with the wording.
And Save a Lot American All-Star Series presented by PPM Racing Products in 2026.
It's got a ring to it, guys. For all things with that series, they need to go where?
They always go to our website, crateracing.com, for the website, and then the Facebook page is American All-Star Series, so just look that up, and we're there. That can lead them to the other places like the Instagram pages and whatnot, but just search American All-Star Series and they'll find us.
I wear a big hat and a big shirt, boys. I'll be looking for those when they come off the press.
Absolutely.
Anything else?
Well, I want to commend Joe again. $50 off entry fee. Joe's got to pay people. He's got to buy gas. He's not getting rich. He's a school teacher, right?
Mm-hmm.
And his passion's racing.
Yeah.
So to give $50 off entry fee, I think that's huge. That's huge to
He's
give
standing
back.
up, right. And
Just to show up, unload your car, let people look at it, and load up and go racing.
But I meant to, not just because they're sitting here with me, guys. This guy will put flyers out on races 2 weeks before the races while he's at another track. Joe, you guys do a great job, and you got a good staff too, helping you do all that stuff, brother.
Thank you, Jamie. Yeah, our staff couldn't do it without them. My wife, heads up that, but our whole staff is great, and we couldn't do it without any of them.
And folks, we've had a ball. Go ahead and mark your calendar. I'm assuming I can announce we'll be back here again next year.
That's what we're hoping. We'll know in a few days.
We'll be back. They just like to have you hanging, but it's been a fun time. And guys, thank you for letting us be here.
Thank you, Jamie.
Thank you very much.
And we'll take a commercial break, and hopefully going to get up with a couple more folks here before we head out. You've still got time. And I promise you the pulled pork's worth the drive down here for. But come and see all the stuff's going on and meet these guys and come race the simulator. We'll be here for a little while more, but we'll be back after this commercial break.
Thank you.
Hello, friends. This is Jamie Hughes. I've lived all my life in Knott County. I love these mountains and the people that are in it. That's why I'm running for Knott County Clerk. I look forward to working with each and every person in our town to make our county the best it can be. Vote for me, Jamie Hughes, Knott County Clerk. I paid for this ad.
For over 25 years, we've fought for Kentuckians injured through no fault of their own. During that time, we've traveled all across the country to take that fight to some of the biggest insurance carriers and corporations in the world. That kind of dedication is what's needed to get every dollar you deserve. If you've been injured in a motor vehicle collision caused by someone else's fault, call Bates & Sloan right now and let us fight for you. The first consultation is free, and the attorney you see that first day will be the same attorney you see from the beginning of your case to the end. That's our promise to you at Bates & Sloan.
Welcome back, guys. And again, as I told you we would, got some more folks in here. And this gentleman here, no stranger to hometown sports. He's watched me a time or 10.
Yeah, quite a few times, yeah. I try to catch you every time you're on.
How are you, pal?
I've been doing good. Just out really ready to get racing started, so I figured I'd come up to the show.
We're excited to get this cold weather behind us, and soon you'll be down there in flagging, I would assume, helping them all you can at the racetrack.
Yeah, I try to. I flag 2 or 3 different tracks, and I think I'm going to take on the go-kart track too this year.
Wow.
But my main track I try to concentrate on is Thunder Mountain.
And of course, you've brought us the schedule. I was checking it out already, but they're good things started off Saturday, April the 4th down at Thunder Mountain.
Yeah, we have a motorcycle race. It'll be, I believe, their 3rd time down there. Flat trackers. Them boys puts on a real good show. It'll surprise you what kind of show they really put on down there. And they're a good bunch of people that comes and puts that show on too. All of them is.
Where are you located for those that don't know?
We're located in Corbin, Kentucky, out on Highway 26.
Beautiful facility, brand new racetrack,
Yeah.
and race a bunch of different classes and a lot of good exciting action.
Yeah, they race a bunch of different classes, and I think this year they're going to add on a demolition derby, on one of their off weekends. They normally race every other weekend. And,
Sure.
They keep the facility up pretty nice, bathrooms always clean, and people always are bragging on their chili they make, and the Thunderburger, they call it, is excellent. Some people are just come to get a burger.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
You guys had a good season last year, a lot of good racing action, and I think that'll bring people back for more.
Yeah, had some real good racing, and then they had their big $10,000 to win 604. It's coming back this year, and then they got mods on the mountain. I think it pays like $2,000 to win. You know, and then they're going to have the KDRA series back this year 2 or 3 times. So it's going to be a real good year. I believe we're going to have a real good year.
Hey, brother, how long you been doing this? In some capacity, how long you been with the sport of dirt track racing?
Well, I can remember back when my dad took me when I was 5 years old. So I was a fan up until probably 82, 83. Then I done some racing and raced around Perry County, Isom, the old Sayersville track down there, and raced some at Clay City. And then I've helped around the track, you know, help work on the track, water the track, row it in. I actually was fortunate enough to get to work with Carl Short.
Yes, sir.
Man, taught me a lot. Taught me a lot about fixing tracks for daytime, nighttime. I've helped work records. I've lined up cars.
Done a little bit of all of it.
Done, yeah. And helped quite a few tracks around, you know, different places working and helping. And then I went to flagging and pretty much don't do nothing but flag, you know, now. But like I say, this year, I'll be Crossville, Tennessee, Fridays, and Saturdays at Thunder Mountain. And the Saturdays Thunder Mountain don't race. I'm going to be doing 191, and then I'm going to be doing Sundays at a go-kart track down at Corbin, the old blacktop track. They built a dirt track for go-karts in there, and I'll be flagging there on Sunday.
Man, I appreciate all that you do, and thank you for stopping by. And anytime I can help you promote what you're doing, you holler at me, okay, pal? I appreciate our friendship above all.
Yeah, I'm glad to be your friend, and I'm glad you do what you do. I mean, I can kind of remember when you started back in the 90s, and
yep,
and you know, and it was mainly just strictly racing then, and I'm glad it's grown into
20,
what you got.
22,000 followers. Our ball game we done night before last got 11,000 views just for that ball game. So we're blessed, man. God's blessed us, and just good people around us, and good people like you tuning us in. It's helped us to grow it a little bit.
Yeah, well, I'm sure glad it is, and it sure helps the sport. And I'd like to encourage everybody to come out and help the dirt tracks and the basketball and the kids.
Sure, absolutely.
And everything. I mean, you know, that's what it takes, you know, and that's what it takes to keep the younger generation interested so the sport can keep growing.
Sure. Well, man, I got about 2 more I think I'm going to interview, and then I'm going to head home. It's about quit time for me.
Yeah. Well, I got to drive back to Crossville, Tennessee this evening.
You be safe. Be careful, okay?
I'm going to head that away.
We'll see you soon. I'll buy you a Pepsi, you buy me 1-1.
All righty.
All right.
Thanks a lot.
Let's take us a commercial break, and we'll be back after this. Hello, friends. This is Jamie Hughes. I've lived all my life in Knott County. I love these mountains and the people that are in it. That's why I'm running for Knott County Clerk. I look forward to working with each and every person in our town to make our county the best it can be. Vote for me, Jamie Hughes, Knott County Clerk. I paid for this ad.
For over 25 years, we've fought for Kentuckians injured through no fault of their own. During that time, we've traveled all across the country to take that fight to some of the biggest insurance carriers and corporations in the world. That kind of dedication is what's needed to get every dollar you deserve. If you've been injured in a motor vehicle collision caused by someone else's fault, call Bates & Sloan right now and let us fight for you. The first consultation is free, and the attorney you see that first day will be the same attorney you see from the beginning of your case to the end. That's our plan.
If you're looking for someone to do construction work around your home or business, call Thoroughbred Construction at 606-497-8282. They install culverts, water lines, and construct French drains. They also clear brush and remove unwanted dirt. Thoroughbred Construction has years of experience, and no job is too big or too small. Give them a call at 606-497-8282. That's 606-497-8282 for Thoroughbred Construction when you're ready to get your job done right. Knott County Judge Executive Jeff Dobson and the Knott County Fiscal Court is happy to once again be sponsoring another event featuring our Knott County youth. Judge Executive Dobson and the members of the Knott Fiscal Court encourage you to support all our Knott County youth in all of their academic and athletic endeavors. That positive reinforcement means the world to these student athletes. This reminder from Knott County Judge Executive Jeff Dobson and the Knott County Fiscal Court.
What do you get when you check out at Save-A-Lot? Well, you'll love the quality of our fresh produce, and our meat is cut fresh in-store every day. We're proud to offer you a delicious assortment of our exclusive brands, and you'll be saving up to 40% every day. Savings made easy at Save-A-Lot.
And welcome back. Being joined now with a good friend of mine, Tony Sturgill. And Tony, of course, with Hidden Hollow Speedway, a.k.a. Lucky 7. You can't break myself from calling it that, Tony.
Well, there have been several people here today walk by and said, "Where is this track? I've never heard of it." I said, "Have you heard of Lucky 7? "Oh, yes, I've been there." And I said, "Well, same place."
But again, as we build the brand under Hidden Hollow, brother, we're about ready to go racing.
Yes. Stephen, he didn't get to make it down here today because he's a pretty day, and he had to take advantage of that and working at the track today.
I am super excited, as I know you and he are as well. Last year, we thought we were going to run a race or two and pretty much run almost a full schedule, but we will run a complete schedule this year.
Yes, right now I think we got 12 races on our schedule, and Stephen's itching maybe even throw another race or two in if everything goes correct.
And again, you guys put your heart and soul into it, Tony, and we got time today. It seems like a lot of times when you and I talk, we're rushed, but
oh yeah,
why'd you do that, man? Why did you and he take on this endeavor?
Well, I heard that I always aggravated Jared about buying the property to put the track back, and I called him one day and we were just shooting a bull, and he said Stephen bought the Lucky 7 property. I said, okay. So I called Stephen. I said, is it true that you bought Lucky 7 Speedway? He said, I did, but he said, I'm not going to put a racetrack in. He said, we're not even going to fool with that. He said, mostly build that stage and have concerts and have the campground. I said, okay, maybe a ATV park. I said, well, that's pretty good, but I said, the racetrack's still there. He said, I thought they dozed it down. I said, no, it's still there. It's just growed up. You can't see it. And he said, what are you doing today? I said, not much. He said, meet me down there and we'll talk. And I went down there and talked to him, and we walked around and talked, and I said, Stephen, I said, put this track back in. I said, I'll help you every pound I can. And won't charge you a dime to help and get it going. And he said, well, I don't know. We'll think about it. I know that if I got him hooked, and then he beyond got hooked. He probably put more effort into this racetrack than any endeavor he's ever had.
Guys, it's not just talk either. A place that I loved, and a lot of people think, well, Jamie just liked it. They know. I make no secret about it, my favorite place. But it's not just because I like it that much. He has flipped the place.
Oh, yeah, that's what
it's different, yes, dude, in just about every aspect.
It is. You know, even the ones that went by our booth today that said they hadn't been there since it was called Lucky 7, I said, when you pull in, like everybody else, they're overwhelmed with how it's changed. They say, I know this is the place it was, but they're nothing the same. You know, it's completely redone from the track to the bleachers to just the whole facility looks like a state park. You know, he keeps it well groomed, and he's put like you said, he put his heart and soul into that place, and he has, and it shows.
No place better to watch a race at in the fact that A, you're on top of the action, but yet you're safe, and B, the lighting and the sound, and it's stuff that you don't think about until you're there, and then when you're there, you're going to say, "Why don't every place do this?" It's second to none, Tony.
Yeah, it's I was dead against him putting the guardrails around the track. I said, I'm so used to Mount Motor Speedway and all the other tracks not having guardrails, and he said, I'm going to do it. I think just for safety reasons, we can park right up against the track now. That'll make more room in the grandstand parking and the pits, which it did. And plus he said, talked to most of the super late model drivers, and they won't hardly run on a track that ain't got guardrails around it. And so I did, and everybody was, oh yeah, we like the guardrail. So he put 3 rows high guardrail all the way around it, and it on the red and resurfaced it with that red clay and them bright white guardrails. It just popped out. It pops.
Let's talk about, to the average fan, they're going to say, what's it matter? But it's a world of difference being able to have clay on that place.
Oh, yes. You know, people don't realize when it was Lucky 7, and it was, some people call it Rocky 7 because it was just field dirt. We would start early. We start that night watering it, and we would start at daybreak. We watered it all up to the race, and after the qualifying heats, we'd have to water it again. It was just so much effort to just keep it semi-dusty down, you know. But now the clay, as you remember life race, you can put too much water on it in a hurry, and it before you know it, because that clay, once it gets wet, it holds the water.
But of everything negative they had to say, and it's probably not even a point worth pointing out. But I told the fans that called it Dusty 7, I said, there'll be a day you'll miss this place.
Yep.
And they did, Tony.
They did.
Because dust and all, we had some of the best racing that you could find anywhere. Go back and watch the tapes. They're on YouTube.
Yes.
It's not something I can't prove.
Right.
It was crazy good racing then, and it will be again.
Oh, it will be. You know, I told everybody back when I helped run Lucky 7, I said, you know, the facility ain't much, but I said the racing makes up for it because, you know, back then we called it the home of 3 wide racing because any class, especially the open wheel and late models, they would run 3 wide for laps on laps. You know, it was just hard to tell who's going to win. And
nobody dominated.
Nobody dominated.
We had some great drivers that could win anywhere, but we had different winners in every class.
We did.
And that speaks for itself too, Tony.
Yeah, that it's unreal. You know, our first 8 races up there when it was when Josh Baker owned it, we had a different feature winner about every night, and 3 of the classes. So I mean, there was no repeat winner for a long time.
And again, I owe a great deal to Caleb and Josh and the Baker family. Again, Robbie and them for building the place and letting me come on board. And then again, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't think it or 201 would either one ever race again. I'd given up on them. Next thing I know, both of them may end up having their best years ever, Tony, I believe.
I know Hidden Hollow is we're all excited because we got the Ray Cook Spring Nationals, and he always brings a big load of cars and some heavy hitters, and we got Chris Tilley coming back, and with his series really taking momentum and picking up cars and followers. And then we got that new series, you know, the Sling and Dirt series, real optimistic about them bringing in some new talent that's never been there. And it's going to be great for us. We're all excited, and it's going to be a treat for the fans to see some big series drivers come in.
I don't like to call them locals, but because you can't have racetracks without them. But
right.
We will run, I'm assuming, pretty much the same support classes, local classes that we run last year?
Yeah, we're going to run a support class if we run last year. Like I said, we got a couple.
604 late models?
604 be our league class on a regular night, and then we have our open wheel modified. Then we have sports mods. We got which a class I'm really excited about. I think will be growing is at the hobby stock, and then 4-cylinder. And we're going to try to pick up the Crown Vics on certain nights, and maybe rotate them with a class that's not doing so good. Or we may have to just add a class and speed up the show. Mm-hmm. But we're getting a lot of people building the Crown Vics and 201 running them, and they're, you know, like I said, they're getting more each weekend, and it's such a cheap beginner class. It's cheaper than the 4-cylinders. It's just a basic. You can go out, buy you a Crown Vic, put your roll cage in it, and have some good tires on it, and you're competitive.
Tony, the place, too, it lends itself to location. If you've ever been to Mountain Motor, or if you've been on 7 at all, you run Highway 7 just about 4 more miles from Mountain Motor. So if you take a left on the Breedings Plumbing and Electric, and you run that highway for about 5 miles, you have to go left or right.
Yeah, you like I said, at the intersection, you stay on Route 7, there'll be a sign that's been up since last year, and it points Hidden Hollow Speedway, take a left, and like I said, you going up through there, you can't miss it. We got a big billboard sign at the pit entrance and the campground entrance. Then you go another mile and a half on up to the grandstand entrance. And that caused a little confusion last year because people put the GPS, they even put the GPS location at the track, but GPS would want to take you through the grandstand side because that's actually closer to get there. And but there, like I said, we got 2 separate locations that you go in, one for the grandstand, one for the pits. And if you go in the grandstand way with the car and trailer, it causes a little havoc.
Yeah, for sure. But guys, and again, I had 10 different families that went for the first time ever last year. Guess what all of them have in common? They come back.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Mom and Dad had a buddy from mine down in Cordia. His family, he'd been, but his kids had never been. They came and, as we like to say, got hooked. And they come several more times after that. And, Tony, we take pride in saying, hey, you can come have a good time, cut up with your buddies, but at the end of the night, we're going to have a family show, a family program, and it'll be a place where mom, dad, grandparents can bring their kids, and we'll have a good entertaining show for them each and every week.
Oh, yeah, that's what Stephen's real strict on, a family-oriented facility,
Well, his family's there.
Yeah.
Stephen's not going to let it get out of hand. You're not going to see fighting and stuff that happens other places because his family's there.
Right, his
and
family's there
right.
in all corners of the property. And like I said, one good thing about it is, and another thing, Stephen is he's right in the mix of it down there in the pits and in the infield. And if there are any type of altercation going along, he diffuses it pretty quick. Most tracks don't. That's the problem. They'll let it buzz up a little bit, and then it's out of hand. But if you can, about any situation can be defused if you get to it in time.
What do you think, pal, on a totally different question, what do you think racing is right now in general, in whole?
Well, I think racing's real good. It's probably been the best it's been over a few years because it took a hard dive down with all the tracks shutting down in the area.
Cold killed us for a little while. It did not. Yeah.
And like I said, our first big race, it's been a signature race of Lucky 7 now Hidden Hollow at the Coal Miners Classic. And it's just, we're going to keep honoring the coal miner because this community and this area, that's what it was developed under, and what everybody that didn't work the mines, they had something to do with mining. And if it was trucking, parts, or even if you sold a car, you sold it to a coal miner. So we're going to definitely stay on that theme. But I like the fact that our car count stayed super good. We had a good fan count. If we can just come off that momentum and start this year with that first big race, and I think the track we're going to grow more this year.
Getting out to stuff like this will give us an opportunity to promote what we're doing at Hidden Hollow. Again, I'm assuming I'm going to be back to announce.
Oh, yes, definitely.
And it's good to know they're keeping me for one more year. But we got a good team over there, got a good crew to do a professional show on a local level. And the cool thing, too, Tony, about coming to our event, you can be home quick. We're here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
not a late night. You can go and watch us and be home at 12 o'clock.
I told Stephen, I said, always before a track killer would be getting out late every night. And so we done excellent on getting over.
Oh, yes, sir.
Except the very last night. And I blame that on Stephen Breeding for putting too much water on the track. And we were probably about.
We may not have a job. He may get rid of both of us if you keep talking bad about it.
Well,
but we're learning.
We're
learning that part. We just had to learn.
Well, see, that's one thing hinging off that is Stephen won't be still till he gets the track where he thinks it's at a premium racing surface. Mm-hmm. And, people say it's too dry, or so we put more water on it. Then it's too wet. And so we're trying to get, it's a learning curve that we're going through trying to get the track the best. Like I said, right now everybody's trying to feed off the bottom because, they said the top need more banking. So after last race, that following week, we put 20 more loads of clay on it. We probably raised it up about 2 foot off the top. Actually, took some of our guardrail, but it's still got plenty. And so we're going to start this season with some practicing. And if it helped it, but still could be better, we're going to put more on it. We're going to get it or it was like it was when it was first built.
2 of the last 3 times I've called Stephen, and we talk pretty regular, but 2 of the last 3 times I talked to him, what you doing? I just got off the phone with somebody giving me more pointers on how to work this track.
Yes.
That kind of energy he's putting into it, man.
Well, yeah, you know, most people, they know exactly what to do. Stephen admit, you know, it's an odd thing to prep a track with clay on it. And,
Tennessee clay in Isom, Kentucky.
Yeah, Tennessee clay in Isom, Kentucky. You know, we took when we first put the clay on, we had the crew from the 411 in Sevierville, Tennessee, come up and give us a lot of help and helped us put the clay on. And him and a few other promoters down south that Stephen talked to, and he listens. He listens to what they say to do, because it's worked for them, because they done it for years and had this material for years, and we don't know. We're just starting out in it.
Over the years, I've helped people, and a couple of them told me up front, asked me, how many laps do we run? Or asked me stuff that I didn't need to be the one answering. Tony and Stephen know, on the other hand, former race car drivers that put thousands of laps into it, and I think that's been a big plus for you guys.
Yes, I always said a real good track owner is an ex-racer, because our promoter too, because you know both sides. You know, if you come in and you never been a racer, just been a promoter or a business part, you miss out on what the driver expects and what they need to make the track successful. And both of us, we got Stephen been a racer for years, and me running several tracks, 201, Lucky 7, even leased Isom for 1 year at Mount Motor Speedway. So, like I tell Stephen all the time, I said, I got 20 years of promoting experience. Listen to me.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you guys have worked together good, and it's been I knew it would be a good team, and I'm glad to be part of it. Brother, before we wrap things up, I do want to say, too, to you drivers, from what I understand, there'll be several rewards for running with us on a weekly basis in the whole season.
Yeah, right now we done talked to, we set up a points fund. So, you know, every track needs a points fund. And also, for we're running every other weekend with 201, we'll never be running on the same night. And if people want to, and we got the exact same rules, word for word, and we're going to do a small bonus for points bonus for the classes that for the joint points. So we're going to do joint points with 201 too. They're going to have their own separate points. We're going to have our own separate points, but we're also doing a little bonus for the cars that was like a little points bonus for
successful at both places.
Both places, yeah. So
I like that ideal.
Yeah, we're trying to hinge off each other. You know, there's probably a few cars that over in that area that we wouldn't get, and there's a few in our area that he wouldn't get. But if there's an incentive to run both of them, and plus we're not, you know, the weekend we're off, they're sitting around or wondering which track to go to. Now they say, well, we can go 201 because, you know, same rules and few of the same staff, and they can benefit from it, from getting a points bonus at the end of the year.
I want you and I to do more of this, even as the season, after the season starts. I think it's good for us to get to talk about some things and get the word out. A lot of people are hearing things that you and I have talked about, and a lot more will hear it as they go back and watch it.
Yes.
I value your time, and I think this is going to be worth it, man.
Oh, yeah, I think this is going, like I said, I told David, this is a breakout year. We're coming in with a bunch of series in every class that's got a series, and from the open wheels to the crates to the super late models, all of our big races are series. So, you know, that gives people from 5-6 hours away incentive. They definitely going to get paid. They definitely going to get what the series says they're going to get. So, and it ain't going to be a hometown. Most tracks, you know, they kind of cater to their hometown drivers, but, you know, that's one thing about a series. They take control of the race. They make all the calls, and it's them.
But we do want to say, too, to you that come out and race with us each and every week, we appreciate you, and we're excited. Yeah. I think the Ray Cook race can put us on the map.
Yes.
Not that we're not, and not that I'm not proud of what we are and take pride in being part of the team, but I feel like that race can take us to a new level, pal.
See, that's why I was so avid to get that race and talk Stephen into it. I think because at 201, we just could not get a major series to even talk to us. And I said, let's get Ray Cook and his series, his spring national race, and we did the exact same thing. We had to go on a Thursday because a new track on the schedule,
But it's the Thursday that you want.
Yes.
It's not a bad Thursday.
It's not a bad
if you look
Thursday.
At the Friday, Saturdays that follow it.
Yeah, we had a bad even at 201. It was kind of a gamble on that day and the following races. But when we had people that was representative from Lucas Oil and World Outlaws, all of them come to the race. Because we've been pushing for a series race so much, they wanted to see how we operated and took the stress of, big car count and a big fan count, and they must have liked it because the very next year we got Lucas Oil and a World Outlaw race.
We'll do that with this too, folks. I believe that they're getting ready to fire this race car up over here across from us. Thanks for coming over and talking to me, brother.
Thank you. Can't wait to see you at the track.
I'm going to be there, and we're looking forward to it. And guys, again, thank you to all of you. We'll see you real soon around the corner on Hometown Sports Corner. I hope I can get that guy's car over there as we go off the air. That'd be a cool way to end this deal, would it not? But again, thanks to all of you that are tuning us in, and we'll see you soon. What's going on, brother? Come over and talk to me. Let's get you on the mic a minute. Hey, you never know what you're going to get at one of these things. The guy fired that race car up and took off with it. And then as he did, one of my buddies came by. And how are you, pal?
I'm doing good. How are you doing, Joe?
I'm doing great, man. Dirt track racing's always been so important to you, but now you're taking on a couple different hats.
We have. We started building trucks and trailers, and hopefully it goes good if we get the support. So,
when you say trucks and trailers, we're talking about haulers and so forth for the different cars, right?
yes, sir.
And where's that going down at?
And awesome.
Awesome.
Jeremiah, but it's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. When did we start that, and a little bit about why you done that?
Well, we started on. We actually formed the company January 15th, and we had sales before we got started, so that was a good thing. I went to the PRI show. We used to build trucks and trailers in Tennessee.
I thought so.
Yeah.
So nothing new to you, just new location, new company.
New company, yes, sir. We done it in Tazewell, Tennessee, and so sold out. And I went to the PRI show this year with Ricky Sanders, who owns Pitbox.com Pit Boxes, and went to help him. And I wasn't going to start building trailers again. I just went to help him. And while we was there, we had several customers that we had before come up and asked us to go back into it.
Sure.
And they all told us that they were 3-4 years behind on all the other custom-made haulers.
Yeah.
And so I got to looking at it, and I said, now's the perfect time to get back in this. And
Sure.
so I wanted to do it in Kentucky. And it's right close to my house, so it just made sense. And we started checking in on the sales part of it, and we got people to back us. So here we are. We're doing it again.
I'm a customer. What educate me enough to know what I need to do to buy?
Well, you just tell us what you're racing, what your needs are. And we go from there. We build what you need to go to the track and get you there safely. That's our biggest thing.
What's turnaround time, and how do we start to buy? I guess that's two different questions.
Well, yeah. Obviously, we've got orders already, so that's helped us. And we're pulling our first one off the jig actually this next week.
Cool beans.
So we build everything off jigs. We don't. Everybody else builds off the ground. We're a little different. We think it's safer.
It
We
is.
think
It's gotta
more-
be.
It's
I would
it's
think
more
so.
truer. And our thing is, if you're going to go buy a race car that's jigged, why not buy a trailer or truck that's jigged?
Right.
So they're true.
Uh-huh.
That's the part that helps. And then lead time, you just come in or call me and I'll come to you.
Right.
I went to Georgia for 6 orders.
Sure.
And
would go back again for 6 more.
I would go back today. I would leave as soon as we're done here and go back. But I went there before we actually really got started, and the guys that I met at the PRI show, they said, "Hey, come and get your money and get started when you get done."
Yeah.
And so I went down there and got our orders and come back, and we started getting everything ready, and luckily talked our landowner into letting us have the building that we're in, and we got a while to grow out of it.
Guys, this excites me so much, first of all, because he's a good guy, knows the business, and there's a big need. But also, it brings business to my home.
That was the thing, you know. When I went to talk to the landowner about the building that we're in, he told me no several times. And I asked him, I said, look, I want to bring this to Kentucky. I want to hire people here.
Right.
I want this to go here. I can take it to Tennessee again.
Sure.
But I want it to here. I want to hire people here. And
Yeah.
so that was our whole mentality. We want to do good, and we want to provide good stuff, and we want to provide a good job.
And then on the other side, getting ready to get back into racing a little more too yourself.
I am, yeah. I can't wait. So I don't know that I'll have much time now, but we'll race when we can.
He's the only person I know open a brand new business at the same time he's getting back into racing. But the sport, man, is it's addictive. I tell everybody, you don't know till you know.
It's addictive. It's. I mean, once when you get it, and you can't get it out hardly.
Sure.
My stepson's racing now, and I kept going with them, and I told my wife, "You're going to take me one too many times, and I'm going to have a car." So that's where we're at.
Brother, with the racing though, it just lends itself to a family. I tell everybody there's so many positives about the sport, and one of the biggest is you can take your family and jump in and it be something the whole family likes.
I love it. I mean, you get the kids involved. We're all together. Nick is my stepson, and you've got his dad and his mom and everybody there. We're all in the same trailer, and we're having a good time. I mean, and it's a family thing. We support Nick 100%, and it's just a good time. It's a fun family thing. So.
For racing to make it, though, I want to go on the record and say this, and I think I can prove myself. We got to have other outside of the coal industry, and yes, coal will always be important to us, but coal just is not what it was 20 years ago, and dirt track thrived on the back of coal. So we got to have new businesses and new things coming in to help hold our sport up a little bit, brother.
Yeah. Yep.
And so I'm excited for you for racing, but I'm equally as excited that you're bringing a new business to town, and I want it to do good. And any way we can help you, let us know.
We want it to do good, Jamie, and we hope to put good products out, and we're going to stand behind it. And warranty is going to be above and beyond of what everybody else's warranty is. So we hope it does good, and it's going to take people to support us.
Well, I've done advertisement for 20 years, but I tell everybody the greatest advertisement is word of mouth. When you do a product and everybody says, "Don't go shop and go buy it off of this gentleman," then it's the greatest there is, man. And so you'll do good with this. This will be great for us and you.
We sure hope so, Jamie, and we look forward to meeting new people and servicing people that we serviced before years ago. So,
do we have Facebook websites and stuff built up yet? And if so, how do they get you there?
We do. It's Race Sport Trailers on Facebook, and then our web address is info@racesporthaulers.com.
All right. Check them out. And again, I don't endorse just to anybody and everybody, but these are good folks, and I think a lot of them, and they'll do a good work for you, and you'll be glad we sent you to them. I got to pack this stuff up and head out here, but I'm glad we got to catch up, and we'll do it again. Maybe I can come over to the shop and do one with you.
Absolutely. We invite you to come over, and anybody else too. If you're not buying, if you're not in the market, just come by and say hi.
Right. Help us grow the business just by word of mouth. That's right.
Right.
Again, thanks, pal.
And this is the guy that married me, by the way, so I really got to thank him.
I done his wedding, that's right. And when I do these weddings and then I see these anniversary pictures pop up, it's always a plus.
You done the best favor for me in my life, and I do appreciate that. So,
Hey, man, no problem. And thanks for coming in and talking to me.
thank you, James.
Let's take us a commercial break. And actually, after the commercials, we're heading home. It's time to go home. I got a bunch of honeydew jobs to do, and then I got to go back to basketball every night this coming week. But thank you all for tuning in.
Thank you all.
Mountain Comprehensive Health Corporation is seeing things clearly in Knott County. Hi, I'm optometrist Dr. Haley Champion Cottle. From eye exams and glasses to contact lenses and diabetic eye care, your vision is our focus. Plus, we can do in-office laser procedures like YAG capsulotomy and laser peripheral iridotomy. Call today or stop by the new MCHC Knott County Optometry location and see the difference. MCHC, providing better health for a longer life.
If you're looking for someone to do construction work around your home or business, call Thoroughbred Construction at 606-497-8282. They install culverts, water lines, and construct French drains. They also clear brush and remove unwanted dirt. Thoroughbred Construction has years of experience, and no job is too big or too small. Give them a call at 606-497-8282. That's 606-497-8282 for Thoroughbred Construction. When you're ready to